It's 10:22. I'm recording this on my phone because this is kind of a tricky lab to get all of the information in, because you have to use you gotta use your hands to get in there and show everything going on. So I'm going to go ahead and label the parts of the urinary system, and bear with me if I have to reference my list here of exactly which one or if I go out of order. So here we go. Let's see. So here's the fetal pig. As you can see, we're opened, and you can see the kidneys on either side here, the left and the right. I went ahead and already cut them out. They were a lot small. Well, they're a lot less formed than I thought they would be, but it is a fetal pig. So I actually cut both of the kidneys out, because I wasn't sure what I was going to get on either side, and one definitely appeared to be more developed than the other. So let's go ahead and take out this guy. Well, actually first, so on the top here, I'll show you, the renal vein is going to be connected to the kidney, as well as the renal artery on either side. So the renal vein connection, let's see. Well, on this side you can see the renal vein connection where it's been removed from the kidney. And then on this side it's actually a little bit easier to see. It would be right there would be the renal artery connection. So I was trying to get everything out of here, all the connective tissue. I keep moving the phone over to the side, I apologize. My hand keeps going that way. The ureters, which would be on either side here and here, below the major part of the kidneys. So let's see, let me move my hand. Give me a moment here. Okay. It's hard to use one hand just to do this. So here I'm going to remove the left kidney. This is the one that I opened up. And you can actually see right there. Let me see. Is it right there? Let me get focused in here. Oh, there it is. So you can actually see here, right where my thumb is, the connection to the renal vein that was cut off, and then below it, let's see, where is it? You can see it's red dyed. Right there is the connection to the renal artery, which goes into the kidney. So laying the kidney back out here, you can kind of see the renal artery. It's kind of longer, similar to the picture diagrams which are shown in the lab. And I cut it open, and there we go. You can see probably here on the outside better. This outside portion, you can see a definition, especially in the color of the tissue as well. It's very slight. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. The renal cortex, and then on the interior of it, let me get a better lighting, you can see the renal medulla. Oh, there's that. I can stick it in there. You can see the renal artery. There we go, as it goes out and down. So let me double check my list here very quickly. Make sure that I pointed everything out. And believe I did. And then I'm thinking that the fat located around the kidney is all of this gunk. There is a lot of tissue around it as well, connective tissue, as well as what's in the cavity. but considering that the kidneys are so deep within the body, that in itself is very protective, especially since on the underside, where I would think that the animal would be most vulnerable on your squishy organs, they're actually covered by the intestines. I definitely found that interesting. Oh, and I'm holding it right here, the urinary bladder. Can't forget about that, and I apologize again for my phone keeps veering off to the side. So we have the urinary bladder, which is connected to the ureters on either side here. So, very informative, very interesting. The sheep kidney was definitely, which is up here, a little bit more, well, definitely more developed. And I guess you can see it better on this example. Let me see, I know I keep bringing it up closer to my face so I can view it better, but then the camera doesn't capture it. And you can actually see, oh great, my hair is in the photo. Here, the renal medulla, and on the outside, the renal cortex. So I found actually the sheep kidney to be more informative and more explanatory visually to myself. So that is it. Definitely an interesting comparison to make between the two. We will see you next week.